Hello, welcome and welcome my friends to a very good looking and a very talented and a very successful episode of 30 Minutes, my friends, of course, because with me is, of course, a person who will be every girl's visual treat and every man's idol, because, of course, the person with me is someone who has grown so much all by himself. Well, of course, from movies like Eeram to Aravan to Aadhi and much more, including Mirugam was a big thing. With me, of course, is the boy who everyone loves to talk about. With me is Aadhi. Welcome and welcome, Aadhi.
Welcome, thanks, Lord. This is one of the best introductions I've ever got.
Tell me, at this moment, first of all, tell me, how do you feel about yourself as an actor?
Basically, I didn't have any idea about acting, bro. I mean, I finished my engineering, then it so happened that, it pulled me into acting.
You're a smart actor. That's why successful. Avlo successful. Engineering muchu padichirkinga. Thammi very rombo clever actor neenga.
Engineering adukku onnum sambandham illanga. But still, what I'm trying to say is, I've never been this aspiring actor. I want to act. I want to be a big star and solli enakku eppiyume illa. But the whole growth as an actor happened after I got into the industry. Once I did Mirugam, people started appreciating my, hard work that I put in for the movie. That made me more responsible. I should do better stuff. Keep up, and I can't go below that, and I should actually do something for the audience who gave me such good response. So that's how I grew, and every day, every second, the only thing that I think is, I should not bring myself down as a performer. I should just go one step ahead. I don't know how big that step is going to be, but I'm
slowly and gradually, with every single movie, your performance gets better and better, including Marandin Manditain, which is a beautiful performance. The movie is so nice. People are loving the movie. Let's talk about this movie first of all, because tell me, how was it working with a very nice producer, a beautiful young team in the padala. So tell me about your role in particular. Rombo different a village character, very cool character, great looks padala. So tell me about that.
First of all, direct to in the kadai sonappa, I said I'm not going to do it because kada ketta odane it was so difficult for me to even visualize this whole thing on screen. It was very difficult because a flood the create pannuna romba kastamana oru vishayam. Then I told the director, illa sir, na panla vana. He asked me, sir, edukku panla? I said, implementation will be the practicality difficulties irukum, namba panna mudiyadhu. Then he opened his laptop, he showed me the whole procedure of how he's going to get this thing implemented on screen, and at that second I felt, oh, avladana. That's how I felt it. It was so complicated. He made it sound so simple because he did so much of R&D for that whole
homework
பண்ணிட்டு வந்திருக்காரு. So அதுக்கப்புறம் I just straight away jumped into the film, and I thought, இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு படம் it's not just another film. It's an adventure genre which usually doesn't come in Tamil or any of our South Indian languages. So I thought I should be a part of it. Though, I won't be there for the entire film. The first half is mine, the second half is Lakshmi's, and the climax again is going to be mine and Lakshmi's. So though I'm not there for the whole film, I want to be a part of it because the concept is very new.
As an actor, you perform more casual, more relaxed. What are the changes you saw in yourself?
This is one of the major changes I saw in myself. I started taking it more easy. I started treating camera as my friend. Before it used to be like, oh my god, camera. I used to be really scared. Right now, I got close to my friend. That is the camera that I'm addressing right now.
I thought Tapsi was holding a friend na ange.
Come on, let's not focus there. Come here sometime. So it's more easy to perform. It's more fun to go for the shoots in the morning, and it used to be like, oh my god, how am I going to perform like this initially? Right now, I'm like, cool, let's do it. So
your mental approach is it's not like I'm going to college, I'm going to school. It's more like I'm going to have a
great time, and I'm going to do my best. Let's see.
Superb.
So that's how I am right now.
Okay, and tell me about the challenges. Physically, of course, water landing. Of course, one more thing is to handle your physical strength, your mental strength during all these tough times. Tell me, how was it working with this director, and physically, how challenging was this movie? Is the homework for being a fisherman?
The homework was a very interesting part. Romba kashtam padla. It was like fun. The homework was the fun part of the film, I could say. I went to Rajahmundry for shooting this film next to Godavari, and we shot in a few places in Kaveri also. Anga ponappa, the fishermen, this fishing, everything is like something very new to me, man. I mean, engineering mudichittu fisherman mari takkan behave panna sonna kashtam adu. Naan poitu anga poi paakren, they all were like not connecting to me, okay? I was trying to get close to them and trying to ask them like, what is their lifestyle? The first thing I do is I get to know the attitude of that particular person, whatever the profession they are in. That way we can go through the skin of the role. So I started talking to them. I wanted to know what are their daily habits, what do they do,
how do they live basically?
How do they live? I mean, the amount they earn, how do they spend it?
Correct.
So if we know that, it's very easy for us to sketch the whole character. I tried getting close to them, but they were like, man, you stay away from us. You know, you're not going to get to know what we are doing. They were like that, very, you know,
very private,
protected, and they had this very big compound wall around them. So what I did is I took like 4 or 5 guys to my hotel room. I was staying in a star hotel, so I just took them there. I took them to the bar, and we had a couple of drinks.
Water body,
I wanted them to break that particular ice and just tell me the role, man. I wanted to know their lifestyle. So
every homework na romba fun na thane
every ஒரு 10-15 நிமிஷத்துல
full story
full open life வேணாம் போதும் இதுக்கு மேல எனக்கு வேணாம்னு சொல்ற அளவுக்கு ஓபன் ஆயிடுச்சு. So I did that for like 4-5 days. I kept recording their voice and I was video recording their whole how they were talking and all that. After they went off, I used to sit and watch that. I used to sit and hear whatever they're talking.
Feel the character, live that lifestyle.
And I tried to put those whole slang that they were using and the whole body language that they were using into my lines. And that is how I did the homework. Now you understand why it's the fun part,
so
right?
Now I know what you need to thank actually. Yeah, those nice bodies that you need to
the
thank.
water body, yeah.
Okay, of course, Solranga that Aadhi gave his life for the role. Veerai Kuduttar, because you almost drowned in one of the scenes. Let's talk a bit about this aspect. We spoke to Lakshmi Mansa, the producer of the movie, and she said that Aadhi is a very, very good boy, hard working boy, very sincere. And director enna sonnanga kekpar, he'd always follow the director. Director sonna jump in the water, he jumped in the water without questioning the director. Avlo neenga question pannala, your life was almost put to fear. Yeah,
no
tell me about that instance. Enna aichi?
See, even for Aravan, if you see, Vasantabavan sir sollitrupar, initially for Aravan, Vasantabavan sir I want you to do this, I want you to do this appdin sollaru. I used to jump and do it off. And then what happened, it is for the second schedule, can you do this? Can you do that? That's how it changed. I said, fine sir, let's do it. Third schedule, Aadhi, please don't do this. Don't do that. I mean, be careful. That's how a director changes, when it's working with me. Basically, I believe in one thing, a director takes care of the artist. If there's something going to happen to me, or any artist for that matter, the director is going to suffer. The movie is going to suffer. So before he could call a shot, before he says jump in the water,
security measures,
of course he would have thought 100 times, and of course he would have seen the security measures and all that, and then only he'll come and tell an artist, any artist, that do this. So I don't actually question them again. I just do it off.
அதை பத்தி கொஞ்சம் கரெக்டா சொல்லுங்க, because டீடைலா போங்க. இது வந்து ரொம்ப இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங்கான ஸ்டோரி. எவ்ரி படல வந்து behind the camera ரொம்ப ஸ்டோரிஸ் இருக்கு, including this one as well.
I have ரொம்ப ஒரு இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங் சொல்ல முடியாது, பயங்கரமான ஒரு இன்சிடென்ட் நடந்துச்சு இந்த படத்துல. இப்போ நீங்க சொல்றப்பதான் எனக்கு தெரியுது, எஸ்பெஷலி பேஸ்ட் ஆன் ஜம்பிங் ஃப்ரம் வாட்டர். ஒரு நாள் மார்னிங் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஷாட், ரிவர் பெட் இந்த பேங்க்ஸ் கிட்ட they constructed ஒரு ஹட் மாதிரி ஒன்று கன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ட் பண்ணி அது மேல ஏறி அங்கிருந்து டைவ் பண்ற மாதிரி ஷாட். இட் வாஸ் a sunrise shot. So the sun was coming up and கரெக்டா அந்த ஆரஞ்ச் சன் மேல வரும்போது அதுல இருந்து இப்படி ஜம்ப் பண்ணோம் for the scene beauty. So morning I went there.
இது வந்து real sun, so the timing has to be.
Yeah, timing has to be. அந்த அது வரதுக்குள்ள நாங்க ஷூட் பண்ணினோம். I went there on time. போயிட்டு நின்ன உடனே ஜம்ப் பண்ண சொன்னாங்க. I don't know how deep that river was. If it's not going to be deep, it's going to hurt me. So I said, sir, எவ்வளவு டெப்த்னு தெரியல, I want to know that. So can I get down, come and see the depth, or are you going to send somebody to see
check it?
There's one guy who came, camera departmentல இருந்து. அவருக்கும் இப்ப நாங்க பண்ற எபிசோடுக்கும் சம்பந்தமே இல்ல. அவரா வந்தாரு, சார் எனக்கு தெரியும் சார், நான் இதுக்கு முன்னாடி ஜம்ப் பண்ணிருக்கேன்னு சொல்லிட்டு ஜம்ப் பண்ண போனாரு. ஐ டோல்ட் ஹிம் வெரி கிளியர்லி, ப்ளீஸ் டோன்ட் டு இட். இல்ல எனக்கு தெரியும் சார், நான் பண்ணிடுறேன் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு குதிச்சாரு. குதிச்சு he broke his spinal cord. Morning first shot around 6:30, 7 o'clock, a person is been taken to the hospital from our location, breaking a spinal cord. Breaking a spinal cord is not a simple thing, man. For the rest of his life அவர் வந்து கழுத்தை திருப்ப முடியாது இப்படி. He can only turn the whole body like this.
Correct.
Imagine if I would have done it, and so all these small security measures that we'll have to take before the shot. The cameraman
still feel bad. Whoever got injured,
exactly.
நானா
இருந்தா என்ன, அவரா இருந்தா என்ன.
கண்டிப்பா.
For me as an actor, it's going to ruin my entire future. He is behind the camera, but still it's going to be a difficult task for him to move his whole body and every other time.
Right.
cameraman வந்து இந்த sun போது சீக்கிரம்னு சொல்லிட்டு cameraman mindல இருக்கும்.
அவர் the work பார்க்கறான், நீங்க
exactly. Director வந்து he has to see the whole team. So as an actor சில விஷயங்கள் இந்த மாதிரி சில security விஷயங்கள் கூட பாத்துக்கணும். We have to be safe.
You should be a little bit selfish. Take care of yourself because நீங்க ஏதோ அவங்க there are people involved.
We have to work. We'll have to do what the director is saying, but at the same time just take care of yourself.
Don't be foolish. Be sincere, but don't be foolish.
True.
ஆதி வந்து ஒரு ரொம்ப சின்சியரான பாய், very sincere, very hard working, ஆனா ரொம்ப shy boy கூட கேள்விப்பட்டோம். Because during a song வந்து you were not slightly ரொம்ப shy ஆனீங்க, ரொம்ப வெக்கமா இருந்தது உங்களுக்கு.
Who said this to you?
I heard all this. சொல்றாங்க பேப்பர்ல எனக்கு படிச்சேன், நேத்தோ படிச்சேன், முந்தனே வெப்சைட்ல இருந்தது. Everybody is talking. My producer also
not shy. I'll tell you exactly what has happened.
நீங்க ரொம்ப டீசென்ட் ஆன பையன்.
Of course, yeah.
ஏ மாதிரி I understand.
நான் சொன்னேன்ல நம்ம மூணு பேர் தான் அந்த ஷோ பாக்குறவங்க நீனும் நாங்களும். So what happened is we had a love making song. We
essentially padakku வந்து required in the
of course. That's our job, man. We have been paid for that. So anga poite we are doing it. After every shot I used to wear my shirt and just go and sit in one corner, read a book. That was very funny, ridiculous for the director and the heroine. I don't know for what. They're like, "Parang sir, he's doing a love-making song. He's just doing the shot, going and sitting on a corner, reading a book."
Enna book pachinundinga neenga?
Boss, I was reading some decent book, okay. I have a habit of reading a book.
But of course, chemistry வந்து ரொம்ப முக்கியமா இருக்கு. It's very very important for an actor and actress to look like they've got great chemistry on screen at least. So enna panninga to get that song going? Was the choreographer ரொம்ப helpful? Did they remove all the people from the sets? And
choreographer is very helpful. We didn't let a lot of people into the on floors that day. We just had people whom we really required that particular time because for Tapsi it was going to be a little difficult. For me I have no issues.
Ala kele but she had no issues ana ungalku romba difficult.
Illanga apdi paakranga apdi therinjichu nenikken because I was wearing my shirt and sitting in one corner.
I think one day
they were thinking that I was a very shy guy, but that's not how it is.
One day we'll have Tapsi in the show and discuss all this.
Of course we would do that.
Tell me about the other co-artist, Lakshmi.
Producer and actress. That was a very beautiful balance, a very complicated balance.
Romba dangerous balance.
Romba dangerous balance. So Lakshmi வந்து நான் இப்போ வரைக்கும் I only seen her as my friend and my family friend. அதுக்கப்புறம் producer கூட நான் எப்பயும் பார்த்ததில்லை. Once I went on to the sets, ஒரு producer Lakshmiயை பார்த்தேன். Very effective and very commanding. She gets what she wants and she can question anybody and say like, why do you want this? Give me an answer. If the answer is not right, there's another question for it. So she's very particular and focused when she's handling the production. Adu mudichittu or 7 க்கு அப்புறம் once we get in front of the camera, she completely changes.
Transforms.
Completely changes. If she's going to have all these in the production la nadakra wastage ah irukattum, இந்த படத்தோட பட்ஜெட்டா இருக்கணும், அதெல்லாம் மைண்ட்ல இருந்துச்சுனா கண்டிப்பா she can't be that role that she's playing. So அதெல்லாம் அப்படியே தூக்கி மூட்டை கட்டி பக்கத்துல வச்சிட்டு on camera varumbodhu she was completely a different person. That transformation actually I told you I learned a lot from Lakshmi. So this is one of the
approach, the way you relax yourself,
the way she actually balanced the whole production and the performance. Both the places she ruled. She wasn't bad in any of these both the places. Both the places are very important.
It's very obvious because performance reviews on the Rombo Bangrama irukku and the commercial box office success on the is brilliant. So she succeeded in both the ways. And before we take one more small commercial break, Aadhi, let me ask you, idu padam will always be a memorable movie for you because it's very different, unique genre, good performances, young team. Always neenga vandu idu padam nyabagama irupinga because you've changed yourself as an actor. Unga technique maari poirukku. Tell me 3 years later, 5 years later, what will you always remember in this movie? Idu padla enna 2-3 vaartha 2-3 instances always you'll remember. As a director, the producer, your performance.
The first thing I remember is the person who broke his spinal cord. I'll never forget him for my rest of my life. He saved me and I'm so sad, man. I mean, he could have saved himself too.
Correct.
That shouldn't have happened to him. That thing I'll never forget in my life. And then the director, Kumar. One of the best human beings I've ever seen. One of the best person whom I can work with. He's very decent, very cool. He's not very serious, very easygoing, and
in a very fun way.
He gets what he wants. Yeah. That's very nice for an artist. It's fun to go onto the sets where a director is like that. So director is another person I'm not going to forget for the rest of my life. Of course, the crew. I can't just say Lakshmi. By this film, through this film, I think I got some nice set of friends. Tapsi, or another friend, Sandeep Kishan, though we didn't have a lot of combinations. He turned out to be a good friend of mine. Lakshmi she's always been my friend, my family friend. So these are the few things I'll never forget. Sweet memories in Switzerland.
And one thing you must not forget, one of your performance. It's been mind-blowing. At least the audience will never forget your fantastic performance. As of now, what we do, we spoke about your fantastic present. Let's talk about the Bangamana past and the super bright past from the successful. Tell me, according to you, which is your favorite movie that you have done? Customer choose between right and left hand, right eye, left eye. Customer, but ungalோட favorite part that you have acted in?
All my films.
Choose one. Choose one that you can watch.
I can't choose one because if I'm going to say Arvan, my Eeram director will feel bad because Eeram is an awesome film,
awesome movie.
right?
If I'm going to say Arvan, actor got a personal choice, audience got a personal choice. We like these.
You want me to say one film, right? I think Eeram. Eeram is my
I love that movie.
Evergreen favorite film.
Movie.
I love the director. I love the way he actually thinks and the way he plans his shots. ரொம்ப நல்லா இருக்கும். இப்ப அவர் வலினம்னு ஒரு படம் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காரு. அந்த படத்துலயும் நான் ஒரு கெஸ்ட் ரோல். ரொம்ப குட்டி ரோல். I'm doing it for the director, you know.
VIP appearance, special appearanceல நீங்க வந்து ஒரு VIP appearance பண்ணுவீங்க.
However we call it, but it is a very small role, very interesting role. So I'm doing it for Arivalagan. Anything for Arivalagan.
Okay, superb. And tell me about your future. Romba bright theriyudhu ungaloda future. Lots of fun now. Hard work irukko, but with lots of fun, a casual approach and a very fresh ana Aadhi nama paaknokku or vibe irukku. Tell me what's your future? What projects coming up, releasing, enna work பண்றீங்க?
இப்ப ரெண்டு ப்ராஜெக்ட்ஸ் அண்டர் ப்ரொடக்ஷன் இருக்குங்க. ஒரு ப்ராஜெக்ட் ஷூட்டிங் போயிட்டு இருக்கு. இன்னொரு ப்ராஜெக்ட் வந்து we're going to go on floors. நான் சொன்ன மாதிரி அதை பத்தி இப்ப பேச முடியாது. It's too early to talk about it. Of course, அது ஓபன் பண்ணோனே I'll be more than happy to come and tell you guys about it. As I said, இப்போ வரைக்கும் நான் பண்ணாத ரோல்ஸ், இப்போ வரைக்கும் நான் எடுக்காத ஒரு அப்ரோச் இந்த ஒரு படத்துல நான் எடுத்திருக்கேன். I hope it's going to work for my good. And audience இப்போ வரைக்கும் என்ன அப்ரிஷியேட் பண்ணாங்க, இப்போ வரைக்கும் என்ன சப்போர்ட் பண்ணாங்க. அதே மாதிரி இந்த படத்தையும் பண்ணுவாங்கன்னு சொல்லிட்டு நம்புறேன்.
Let's talk about the personal side for you in quick words. Tell me 3 things that you love in life.
3 things that I love. I love a lot of things, man.
3 things.
The first thing that I would love in life, to love everybody who's around me. No matter what, whether they're loving me back or not, I keep loving everybody. As an actor, I think that really, really helps me. The second thing, I love pets. I love doggies and I love cats. And I love pets.
Do you own and do you have any?
I do. I have a lab. He's like very old right now. He's like 15 years old.
That's quite old.
Yeah, he can't see properly. He can't hear, and you know, I love pets and I love everyone. I love pets. What else, man?
There's lots of love in your life, yeah.
Exactly. That's all life is all about. You know? There's nothing. There's no life without love. And of course, I love my camera.
And tell me a bit more about your favorite holiday destination. Where do you love to go? A place that you want to see?
I'm a very, I love silence. So rather than going to
bathroom, quite noisy.
Holiday destination, if bathroom is your holiday destination, fine.
Why not?
Rather than going to a very busy city, I would prefer going to a forest or a beach side where it's calm and just nature and you. I would prefer something like that.
In wild animals வந்து உங்க பழக்கம் தானே இருக்கு to be.
ஆமா, மிருகம்ல ஹேண்டில் பண்ணிருக்கோம்ல, so no problem. அது வந்தாலும் நம்ம ஹேண்டில் பண்ணிடலாம்.
All right.
நம்மளே ஒரு wild animal, so.
Okay, and well, of course, every person has some selfish materialistic desires. Phone வாங்கணும், வண்டி வாங்கணும், வீடு வாங்கணும், aircraft வாங்கணும், அது மாதிரி நிறைய desires இருக்கு. What are your materialistic desires?
I have so many because that is what drives me. And
what is the one thing that you want
this
to
year
buy?
end I have few dreams.
Okay.
This year end I want to start my, you know, building my own house and I want to get a caravan and I want to get a nice big car.
கொஞ்சம் charity இங்க குறை கொடுத்துருப்பா. And of course அவ்வளவு remakes இருக்கு. So many actors வந்து remakes பண்றாங்க. Hollywood movies, Hindi movies வந்து தமிழ் படம் பார்த்து they're remaking. Which is the one movie வந்து நீங்க remake பண்ண? Whether it's an English one or Hindi one or Telugu.
Shutter Island. Shutter Island is a film that I would love to do because அந்த படத்துல லியோனார்டோ டிகாப்ரியோட கேரக்டர் பாத்தீங்கன்னா it's got so many shades. He's at one particular second he has to throw away a lot of expressions, a lot of emotions. That is a little complicated for an artist. So I think remake ante panna enna vechi remake பண்றதுக்கு ஒருத்தங்க ரெடியா இருக்காங்கன்னா I would prefer Shutter Island.
And tell me finally before we say goodbye to your favorite actor, all time actor, favorite.
I think I like Irfan Khan is good and Ranbir Kapoor.
Okay.
I love his performance. Barfi la edukonga, Nadi Paran edukonga. Every role that he does, he just convinces the audience that.
நீ பயங்கர ஒருத்தா இருக்கீங்க. அப்படியே வேற புட்டே போயிட்டீங்க நீங்க.
பின்ன என்ன பண்ண முடியும்? தமிழ்ல எனக்கு எல்லாரும் பிடிக்கும்னு சொன்னேன். நீங்க வந்து ஏதாவது ஒரு பேருன்னு சொன்னீங்கன்னா
அதான் very honest answer, smart answer. And tell me about heroines. உங்க ஃபேவரட்டான ஹீரோயின், whether it's Hollywood or Bollywood or Kollywood நம்ம இண்டஸ்ட்ரியில இருந்தாலும். One heroine that you want to work with. Deepika Padukone சொல்வீங்க அங்க போய்.
I already acted with her. Kochadiyanla we do have combination scenes together. I finished working with her. I think I would want to work with everybody. Heroines மட்டும் இழுக்காதீங்க நீங்க.
Okay. And we are all greedy.
Yeah. So Hollywood actors-ல எனக்கு பிடிச்ச actress னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா I like Halle Berry. I like Angelina Jolie. So they're like awesome man.
Okay.
So நம்ம ஊர்ல எல்லாருமே பிடிக்கும். எல்லாரோடையும் நடிக்கணும். அவங்க நடிக்கறாங்க இல்ல எனக்கு தெரியல பட் எனக்கு எல்லாரோடையும் நடிக்கணும்.
And the last question, everybody knows Aadhi Vandu were a good boy. So let's end the entire episode by telling me what is your one bad habit?
Timing.
Any message for your fans, your friends, your colleagues who watch your show, support you continuously? Any message for them?
Thanks a lot for supporting me all this while. திருப்பியும் இனிமே நான் பண்ற எல்லா படத்துக்கும் உங்க சப்போர்ட் கண்டிப்பா வேணும். அதுக்கு நாங்க கேவலமான ஒரு படம் பண்ணி நீங்க சப்போர்ட் பண்ணனும் நான் கேக்கல. இப்போ வரைக்கும் your genuine support, your genuine feedback for all my movies that I did till now is really helping me. அது தப்பா இருந்தாலும் நீங்க அது தப்புன்னு சொல்லும்போது எனக்கு ரொம்ப ஹெல்ப் ஆகுது. So அதே ஒரு சப்போர்ட் இன்னும் ஃபியூச்சர்ல இருக்கும்னு சொல்லிட்டு நம்புறேன். Thank you.
Thank you for watching. This was a wonderful Aadhi. Goodbye.